Hello and welcome into another edition of Cooling Down on the Birds Broadcast Network. I'm your host, Sammy Miller, alongside your broadcasters, Ian Nicholas and Dylan Pescatore. And guys, I'm going to say it again, the Birds are hot. 3 straight wins in a row for the Orleans Firebirds. They beat the Brewster Whitecaps 13-2 today after the game was called after 6.5 innings due to the weather. Guys, it was an offensive explosion. 8 runs in 1 inning. Dylan, what were you seeing from the offense tonight?
I saw a team that really needed to explode, and they did. It was like water against a dam, and then it broke tonight in the 6th inning. Eddie Micheletti, 3-run home run. Joe Oyama, 3-run triple, along with a lot of other hits. Everyone in the lineup, 8 of our hitters, had 2-hit games or more. It was an offensive explosion. Hard to even explain. 19 hits, and hopefully they can save some more for tomorrow.
And the dugout was going crazy. The energy was through the roof. And also something that we learned tonight is the Birds love to bunt, and they bunted very successfully tonight. Ian, what were you seeing from those offensive plays?
Well, the rest of the league learned that the Birds love to bunt, but that's nothing new. From the first practice we saw here, the first thing Kelly Nicholson had this team working on was bunting, because that's something that will translate to every level of baseball, wherever these guys go. Owen Carpellotti, who has struggled from the plate so far this year with a bunt. Johnny Olmstead, similar situation, lays down 2 bunts for hits. And, of course, Joe Oyama, who's showing bunt pretty much every time he comes to the plate because he's the craftiest guy, I think, in the league. He lays down 1 and gets the first. So, look, 19 hits. You don't get there if you don't have a few bunts in there. And I think this should continue. Maybe not this many, but you're going to see it continue throughout the final 3 quarters of the season.
And I feel like a broken record in the best way possible, saying the pitching was phenomenal. Evan Truitt came out starter on the mound and was incredible for 5 innings. Dylan, what were you seeing from the pitching?
Evan Truitt, who had a tough start against Wareham last time out. He had the 2-run lead, and he blew it, and it was 5-2 Wareham to finish that game. It also got shortened by the weather. Today, he got the lead. He kept it. He gave up 2 runs, 1 solo shot, 1 hit off an error. But overall, Evan was great, especially in that 5th inning. He came back, put up a 0, and Evan and the rest of this rotation is going to keep going around and keep pitching good.
And if you couldn't tell, there is so much momentum from this Firebirds team. Ian, how will that help them moving forward to their game against Harwich tomorrow?
Well, we chatted it up really quickly with Jake Casey, who, first of all, was mad that he was on the bench for an offensive explosion. He probably could have had 2 or 3 hits today if he played, but he said, we're going to beat him tomorrow. Because that's just the mentality his team has. You know, the Birds are hot, and they believe it, both in and out, that they can beat any team, especially a team that's, to be honest, taken them and destroyed them twice. So Harwich is not going to go down easily, playing at home. Fireworks should be exploding before the 4th of July, and one offense is going to come out on top. I'm excited to see whose it is.
Well, it's all smiles here at Eldridge Park tonight, and we will see you guys tomorrow.